here. Myself Habina Pandit, and today I will be speaking in the favor of the topic that all schools should be privatized in our country, India. According to me, yes, all schools should be privatized in India because private school not only focuses because public school only focuses on the education, but the private school focuses on the other sides too.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Harsh Ramnani. I and my group would be speaking against the motion that is all schools should be private school. The reason I'm against this topic is that one of the main advantages of government school is the fees that is required to study in a government school, which is very less or even free in most cases. So, on the other hand, fees in the case of private school is comparatively very high, which the weaker sections of our society cannot afford. That's it for now.
First of all, thank you for providing us with this opportunity to present ourselves. I'm glad that Harsh brought up the point of private schools charging more fees. If I'm speaking from a parent's perspective, I have $1 million question on my plate: whether I'll admit my child into a public school or a private school. So even if private schools may appear extravagant, they provide value for money. Even if they charge lakh rupees a month, they they never they never come up short on providing the services. They'll provide you better infrastructure. They have better teacher to student ratio. They provide amenities, all which we cannot even imagine private schools can offer. They hardly do it. Great libraries, extracurricular activities, they are the central point of it.
Basically, I feel that schools should not be privatized because in private schools there are no free education, and government should provide free education. And some villages also there is primary education made compulsory for students. So this definitely helps in to increase our literacy rate. And as well as India doesn't have India has a much side of poor population that will sure help.
Very good evening, sir. I would like to add an reference to this topic that according to an article by Down to Earth, government schools are imparting poor quality education. More than a fourth of rural students are opting for private school for better education. Then how can we expect good quality education from them?
So public schools are also are in rural areas where private school hesitate to invest. So if they are present in rural areas, the children of their village also get opportunity to educate themselves.
Private schools are definitely better than government schools as they would provide better infrastructure, better teachers to student ratio, have a clean and hygienic facility, provides better environment for students with option of personality development and extracurricular activities.
According to me, if all schools are privatized, then there will be a lot of fragmentation in the education system of India. As in private, there are a lot of players in the market, and there is no single big player. Just take an example of Kendriya Vidyalaya. There are about 1,000 schools of Kendriya Vidyalaya all over the country. Not only does it cover the same syllabus and pattern throughout the year, but also the teaching goes simultaneously. Thus, if all the schools are privatized, there will no longer be uniformity in education. Students shifting from one place to another may have a lot of problem in their education.
According to one and all, firstly, private schools don't have to follow any state law about what to teach. They can offer unique and specialized programs, whereas in public schools, they have to follow government rules and regulations by how they can study, give them materials, and so on.
A hearty good evening to one and all present here. I am Karishma Santani and would be speaking in favor of the topic. My very worthy opposition, which might have dug up all the kinds of facts to prove that government schools are far better than private schools, have somehow ignored the points or facts of quality education, emphasis on discipline, high education, individual attention in private schools, and many more.
According to me, all schools should not be privatized because there are many government schemes and incentives which are provided by government to students like free education, midday meals, and free education up to a certain age, midday meals, and which private school doesn't provide.
Good evening to one and all.
So I think it should be not privatized. Like private school divide the society, as there are many schools which just take into consideration to their religion, and they just teach their prayers, and they support one type of religion. So I think India is one of the diverse country. Everyone should give equality, or it should be like equal. So it divides the society. Like.
Your first step is to define yourself. Your destiny is to redefine the world. So let's step into the world of education through private schools. I would like to invite my friend Piyush to further continue the factors.
Yeah, thank you, Karishma. Sir, as we all know that every coin has two sides. Most of the people which I'm having their audience, that they will be knowing that in some schools and colleges that are located in urban area, teachers are paid enough money they are not deserving that much money for and they aren't focusing in teaching. But in some rural areas, teachers aren't getting salary in the government schools, and they are dedicated towards their teaching. According to a survey conducted by Tufts Teaching, and in some schools where salary is enough, they aren't giving their 100% efforts. So I want to.
But the main point we see here is availability. Private schools are not present all over the country. Private schools will be made only where they find profit, or where they find localities, where they find rich people. But on the other hand, if there are public schools like government schools, they have to be on all parts of the country. So to improve the literacy rate and overall education system, if everything is privatized, then it will be a lot of problem.
Chinmay, do you agree to the point that Nirav mentioned just now?
So there are many flaws in the Indian public school system. Can you ever imagine a public school taking its students on a trip to an historical or geographic location of importance? I don't think so. So that's one bone I have to pick with the Indian public school system. Yes, sir.
All right. So that means, Nirav, the point that he mentioned here, that the public school are not that proactive in grooming the child.
They're never well equipped, sir. They're always ill-equipped. They don't provide better facilities, and it's been a bone of contention for a long time.
Great. Thanks very much, Chinmay. Apeksha.
Sir, I would like to interrupt here. There is a proper fund for.
Yes, Nirav.
There is a proper fund in the government budget for education systems like this. So we cannot.
So that's the main point. That's why schools should be privatized.
A lot of portion of the government fund is spent on these public schools to make it better.
Okay, fine. Apeksha, thanks, Nirav. Apeksha, do you think that what Chinmay has just said, that public school doesn't have enough or they are not equipped enough for the children to get certain knowledge or some kind of an excursion that they can learn outside world?
Actually, taking into consideration, like there are some schools which do provide this knowledge, and also they, as he also mentioned, that they are not facilities provided. But according to me, there is one scheme, that is midday meal scheme, which provides a food to the to those afternoon food, or they do not carry tiffin with them. So that scheme provides food to their childrens. So according to me, there are some systems which are being going very nice in consideration with the public school, as private school do not provide it. So
yes, so Lavina, the point that Apeksha made here, that the private school they are not much concerned about the children's need. They are more concerned about their pocket. Is it right, Apeksha? That's what you're trying to say here?
So according to
yes, Lavina, please answer this.
According to me, definitely it is a no. We are concerned about the future development of a child, as well as in the field of co-curricular activities, as well in the academics. Whereas we are charging high. I agree that we are charging high, but we are giving them so much facilities, like a quality infrastructure is there, a quality education is there, faculties are present. And I want to interrupt that Neeraj's point. The public schools are present everywhere in the country. I agree to that. But there are the teachers in that. In every government school, there is lack of teachers, faculties in there. So, sir, that is the need of that school where there is no teacher and only a building is there.
Okay, fine. Ziad, would you like to confront here on this particular point? Apeksha, I will come back to you. Ziad.
Sir, I think that private schools only focus on profit making.
Mhm.
Just imagine a situation where a poor man really wanted his children educated, but he's not able to do because the fees of private schools are very high, and according to Indian Constitution, also right to education is a right. So we cannot privatize a right of.
See, but the point is that, Sanya, if the government school would do better, why would there be a need of privatization? Sanya, what do you think?
So the main motive of public schools are education to poor people or to everyone. If all are privatized, then what will the children of poor people do? Where they will go, because they are charging so high in private schools.
Some of the
They will
schools.
not educate
Yes.
them.
Okay, fine. I got your point. Yes. Karishma, do you have an answer for this?
Yes.
If all
Yes,
the school gets privatized, where the poor children will go? This is the question asked by Sanya. Please go ahead.
So, what is the point of students studying in public school where there are no teachers, no quality education? They are not even equipped, or they do not have any hygienic facilities. There's nothing in routine or punctuality. So, do you think like it's better if our children gains all hygiene systems and all in their homes? In fact, instead of going in a public school where there is nothing.
Okay, why, Harsh, my question is to you, Harsh, now on this part, that why there was a need of a private school when the country started, it was all government school working. So why there was a need of private or the private school to step in?
So I want to talk
So,
in.
Sarthak, I'll come back to you.
Continuous. Yes, yes, sir.
After Harsh, I'll come back to you. Yeah.
So first of all, India is a very big country, and there are like lots of people who want their children, who can afford a private school and who want their children to study in. But we should also consider that this section of population is comparatively very small to that population who cannot afford these schools, and that is why the public schools, the government schools are important.
All right, Sarthak, please go ahead.
As you asked why there is a need of private school, so I'll elaborate that point. As we all know, the method of teaching and the approach of a teacher plays an important role in the career of a student. But many times, what happens, the faculties in the public schools are not well qualified. And in case if they are well qualified, they are not regular in the school. They are always busy in some government work, such as census and polio awareness workshop and what not. So I want to ask you all, how can these teachers create a strong bond with their students? How can they provide a mentorship to them? How can they tell students about their strength, about their weakness, and how can be the parents of such students have a surety about the future of their child?
Okay, Sarthak, it's a good question raised, Sarthak. Neera would like to answer this.
I
And
would like to.
yeah, okay, Sanya, Neera, just one second. Sanya, you can proceed, please. I'll come back to you, Neera, after Sanya. Yes, please, Sanya, please go ahead.
Sir, I think the teachers in private schools are exploited because they are not given that much salary, but they are made to work for many hours, even for extra hours after school. They are made to sit and work. So in public school, they have many other work to do, and they
That's what,
provide.
see, Sanya, that's what the
benefits
point
for
is. Sanya, that's what the point is Sarthak is raising here, that if the teachers will be busy in doing all this extracurricular work, going for the polio drop thing, who will teach the children? Neera, would you like to elaborate some points on this one?
Sir, actually, I'd like to say that since public schools don't have the limit of or profit-making objectives, so they hire a lot of teachers in various fields, and also getting into government teaching job is not an easy job. Many teachers, most of the private schools teachers are basically trying to get into public schools. Why is the reason for that? Even in my school, I saw 90% of teachers were trying for government school jobs. Why are they trying to go in public schools?
Due
when
to
they
higher
get better
payments.
opportunities
Due to higher
in
payments.
public? No, because they get better facilities and opportunities.
No,
Because
no.
they are exploited in private schools.
Okay, Chinmay, do you have any point on this one? You want to,
School.
I'll come back to you, Lavina. Chinmay, please speak up. You have not spoken for a long time. Please go ahead.
Yes, private private schools do give a big payday to their teachers. It's not as if they're underpaid, or they do put in a lot of efforts and they are remunerated well. Just and when it comes to public education system, just look at the balewadis or the Anganwadi teachers. Just look at their condition. They 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 struggle to make ends meet. I think that my point here is the government should infuse more cash, more. It should regulate. It should formulate more policies on education. I'm I'm pretty skeptic the new education policy will work,
Okay.
because we have a very dilapidated education system.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Chinmay. And Apeksha, your take, please now.
Yes. So taking into the consideration of the illiterate population or population of a country where many of people are can't afford, like many of people, poor population put their student in public school. Why? Because they cannot afford, and as more of people are poor in India, so I think if the schools will be privatized, the illiteracy rate will be increasing. So I think therefore public schools.
Apeksha, but industries like Reliance and like Dhirubhai Ambani Foundation has started a lot of school which is public-private school. So what's wrong in that?
Uh,
Now, if they can have,
yeah,
yeah, please go ahead.
yes, but as they are, it's been just starting now, but like they are not reaching they have not yet reached the rural areas right now. So according to me, the public school which were built right now or which are going on are working much better.
Okay, fine. Lavina, so I got to know so far, as Apeksha also said, Lavina, the point here is that the private school are not catering to the children of our country, which is around 60% of the children who belongs to the rural areas. They are much focused in the urban areas. That's what the point is. Am I right, Apeksha? That's what you're trying to say here.
Yes.
Yes, Lavina. Do you have the answer for this?
So India is a country with a literacy rate of 75%, where it is led by a state Kerala with a literacy rate of 93.5%, whereas we look on the other hand the Bihar with a literacy rate of 40%. Like they are telling like private schools are only in the urban areas because of the profit maximization. If the public schools are present in the rural areas too, what I want to raise a question, then what about the infrastructure of them? The public schools do not have the proper infrastructure or even the basic sanitation facility. In the our country is more focusing on the digital India. In the rural area, there is no reach of digital India. Like they have no internet, no computers, no electricity supply. So what will be the use of this?
Okay, fine. I got your point. Sakshi, do you agree that the public sector, the public school, they're not justifying to the work? That's why the public or the private school has to step in. Who will take care of the children?
So it's for sure. And about that, I would just like to raise a point of Arthak. He just said, and as well as Chinmay said, that there is means something like of education and quality as it was raised by Chinmay as well as Arthak. So government also provides with the scholarship and all. And if student have the potential, student surely do. So it's always that you blame on government. Government
Okay.
provides with many of the facilities that will surely more poor people to encourage.
Fine. So now there's a point that you can see a slide here which Sarthak would like to elaborate on this part, that Puchta hai Team Thunder. So it's a great theme. So yes, so Sarthak, what kya Puchta hai Team Thunder? Can you please elaborate the slide, please?
And how can teachers provide a mentorship to each and every student in the class? How can they tell students about their parents have a surety about the future of their children? This is one of the important questions.
Okay. Anyone who would like to answer, please raise your hand. I can transfer that mic to that person. Transfer that. Who wants to answer this, please? Anyone from the opposite
Samay?
side? Yes, please.
So I would like to say that government, the public schools are favorable for mostly like the majority population of India. The major, as in, I think so. The population that can afford
63%.
private, yeah, the population that can afford private schools is very less, but that of that who are favorable, who for whom public school is favorable is very high. And for these children, the main question is how, where to start, as in how they will start getting education, and not, and these are some secondary questions which will be which are considered, and we cannot just generally state that these aren't considered at all.
Okay, fine. Okay, Sarthak, I'll come back to you. Savi, you have been quiet for some time now.
Government schools mainly focuses on Hindi and Marathi language. So why can't they focus on English and English language too? Because in some states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, teachers can't even speak in English because of they teach they teach these students wrong English, because of which they suffer in future in further lives, faces difficulties in their further lives.
Even I want to raise the same question on a lighter note. Yes, who would like to answer this?
Sir, on this point, I have two questions.
Okay.
I think everyone can say this.
Yeah, first we can answer that. Why not English is introduced in the schools, and what Savi is trying to say that that the public school are not making the children future ready. That's what is the total concern here.
So it's not like that.
Yes, Sakshi, please go ahead. Yeah.
So it's not like that. Yeah, sure, English is important in ways, but don't you feel other languages are also as important as English?
So, what is better for a country? 10 students out of 100 who are better in English, who are better in all the things, or 90% of the students who are better somewhere or the other in each part of the aspect. According to the data also, in more than 20 states, most of the people study in government colleges because they cannot and they don't afford to go. And also the literacy rate of India is 65%. If privatization is done, the cost of schools will be even more, and leading to the literacy rate even less. So that will be a lot of problem for our country in the future.
Yes, sir. So basically, he's proving or confirming that English is not at all important for people or students in nowadays, where even a job is not afforded without English. So he is telling me that 10 children are important without English, or 90% children are important, means they are educated without English. And in today's world, English is one of the most important. Do you seriously think private school is a place where you don't learn manners? Are you serious?
Fair, because private school is providing counseling sessions too, and this makes a balance between the physical and emotional.
Yes, sir. But I think that she is right in some point. But also we see that in public schools, which students are teaching,
That
they
means
are.
that means Piyush, you agree that the children are mannerless in
No,
private
sir.
school?
But no,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. But in students which are studying in public school, they are not achieving their goal because of some problems or in teaching manner and some not proper guidance in school by teachers.
So I want to question Nirav on this. No one's undermining regional languages, but which language is a global one? English or Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi? Which one? I'd like Nirav to answer. Why undermine
Yes, it's
English?
But what is better? 10 people speaking English or 90 people having knowledge? Which according to you is better? Because English can be learned anywhere. Our Search
No,
Institute is for teaching English.
those who know English are knowledgeable, I believe.
Thank you very much.